Hi, this is Laurel Silk at Silk Web Consulting and Development, an e-learning design company based in sunny Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, so let's get started. So the first topic that we're going to talk about is setting up your virtual office hours. So to set up virtual office hours to meet with students, you can use your webcam and share your computer screen or collaborate using a software like Zoom's whiteboard feature. If you're more comfortable, you can also give students your phone number to call, or you can even set up an online chat using your LMS's integrated chat tool if available, or a tool like Skype if you're familiar with that. Essentially, it's going to be whatever tool you're most comfortable with to connect with your students. You may not currently use a chat function in your class, but it is a useful tool, especially for student office hours or for students who may be more comfortable asking questions via chat compared to a phone or video calls. My preference has always been an open video like Collaborate, where students can drop in and out as needed, and this allows me to continue to do my work at my desk, but I'm available during that hour so my students can drop in and ask questions or just drop in to say hi. So in this particular platform, they do have Collaborate integrated into their platform. So what I'm going to do is create first a content area, and I'm going to name this one Office Hours. Okay, and you want to check the box Available to Users and then click Submit. Okay, and I will drag this up. I'm going to put it below my announcements. So you can see, you just grab it on the side there and you can click and drag it around. A second way to move it, if that's not working for you or if that's difficult for you to click and hold the mouse, is to use this little up and down arrow menu here. You can click that and you can select the item that you want to move up or down, and that just moves it within the itemized list there, and then click Submit. There you go, and then just click OK to get out of that. So for my office hours content area, I'm going to go ahead and click in there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Collaborate tool, but I'm also going to let students know when my office hours are. So I'm going to do this by creating an item. So I click on Build Content or scroll over it, and then I'm going to create an item. Okay, so I just click on Item, and that's going to open up a text box here for us. And I am going to put in instructor office hours. Okay. Please, and I'm going to say, please use the Collaborate session for all office hours. I am available. Let's see, available on, sorry for my poor typing, Monday and Wednesdays from and we'll say 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And it's a good idea to put your time zone on this. I teach in students who are located in various states, so I always include my time zone, but it's just a good idea because at this time students may have left campus and gone back home, so they may be on the East Coast, the West Coast, and working remotely as well from an entirely different place than their campus location. So good idea to include the time zone with that. Okay, and then just some simple information. If you want to include your phone number, that's fine too. You know, any information or link if they're having technical difficulty. In a later video, and also on my website, I'm going to post a kind of a cheat sheet for Blackboard Collaborate that'll help you troubleshoot any issues. Okay, so I'm going to click Submit, and that little message there will be saved, letting the students know what my availability is. And then I'm going to go to Tools, And in tools, I'm going to be looking for Blackboard Collaborate. In your platform, it could just be Collaborate, or it could say Blackboard Collaborate. So here in mine, it's Blackboard Collaborate. So I'm going to click on that. Okay, and it gives me several options here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule a session. So it's going to be create a session. Here is actually, this is an open room, so this is open all the time. You can also choose to do that. I'm going to choose schedule a session just so I can show you how to schedule the times. The open room literally is open 24/7, so students can go in there and talk to each other. You could do that maybe as a way for students to connect socially as well, and we could talk about that in a later video. But for now, I'm going to create a session. Okay, and for this, I would set this up. Let's see, today is the 19th, which is Thursday, so my next office hours are going to be on Monday, and then I can choose my time here, and you can also type this in to get it pretty specific. I'm not always great with the little sliders. Okay, so March 23rd, and then that's going to end on March 23rd at 12 p.m. Click done. Okay, and then you can also turn on like the repeat here, which is going to be very useful for your office hours. So it's going to repeat weekly. Okay. And the days, it's going to be Mondays and Wednesdays. And you can set the date. So if you know that class is over on the 22nd, then you can just set that whenever your semester ends. So my semester ends on the 22nd of May. Okay. So I have that this is going to repeat weekly every week, and it's going to occur on Mondays and Wednesdays. Okay, and then it will end on May 22nd. I'm going to allow students to come into my session 15 minutes early. The reason why I do that is so that they can troubleshoot any video or audio issues they may have. Again, I have a little cheat sheet for technical issues that I'll have available linked down below this video. It will link to my website, and it's a slide that I post up into my Collaborate session 15 minutes prior to me actually, being online for my students. So that just helps them troubleshoot any video or audio issues. It walks them through it, how to test their system. Okay, so the session type, you can choose between course and shared, and it's going to just be the users that are registered in my course that can attend the session. So I'm going to just select course. Shared would be this. So if you have office hours for multiple courses and they're all the same, then you're going to want to then you're going to want to select shared. So if you're teaching more than one class online right now, make sure you click shared, and that will open it up to anybody in your classes that wants to attend. Okay, and then your teleconference options, use built-in, use third-party, do not use teleconference. So this is going to allow them to use the voice over internet protocol, so they can hear their session through their computer speakers or their headset. So it does require that their computer has audio. Again, if it doesn't, then they're going to want to utilize the discussion forum for the Q&A, or that's what my suggestion would be. Okay, so recording mode, this is whether or not you want to record it. I typically don't record these, so I just leave it as manual. Max simultaneous talkers, I leave all of this as just the defaults. You can delve into these just by clicking on the little information sessions here. I don't allow my students to do private messaging in there, so I just leave all of this information as a default. Okay, and then it just shows that I'm the moderator. If you have a teaching assistant, you can add a moderator to that as well for your classes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click save. Okay. All right, so you can see that it has scheduled my next 2 office hour sessions, and once the date and time passes, those links will go away. So it's just going to show you the next 2 links in the system here. So just to show you, let's go up here, and I'm going to actually go into student preview mode. And that's this little button here. If you scroll over, it says enter student preview. So it's a good idea every time that you create or change your course to take a look at it in the student preview. This is exactly what it sounds like. It's how your students are going to see what you posted. So this generally will kick you to the announcements page. And then I'm going to just go over here and tap or click on office hours. Okay, so please use Collaborate session for all office hours. I'm available on Monday and Wednesdays from 11 to 12. So if you notice, you do not see the Collaborate session. And the reason why is because I clicked to open it up 15 minutes prior. So at 10:45 a.m. on Monday is when the link would become available. Okay, so this will just tell them there's no session going on. When they come back at 10:45 a.m. on Monday, that link will be live. So I'm going to go ahead and exit the student preview mode. Okay, and every time you enter and exit the student preview mode, you'll notice it bounces you back to the announcement section, and that's totally normal. So that is essentially how you can set up your virtual office hours. The other method you can use is you can use a feature such as Zoom or any other web meeting type of software if you want to do a video type of meeting or collaboration. Again, I will post links to the website for some of the handouts I have to assist with this topic. And if you have any questions, feel free to visit our website at www.silkweb.com and just complete the contact form, and then we'll get back to you. Thank you.